Alright guys, it's been a while. It's been a long while. If you watched the live feeds I put up, you saw the car was running. I got it all back together. And then I was driving. I had about maybe 40 miles on the car. And the block just failed. I was kind of doing a light pull when it happened, but it shouldn't have happened. I don't know what happened exactly. I don't know if there was a defect in the block or something. But anyway, the block cracked. So I'm in the process of trying to get something else back together. Everything else is fine. All the parts inside are fine. I just got to get another block and get the machine work done and get it together. But I'm currently in the process of getting the other block that I have. I have another D16A6 block that I bought from one of the subscribers. It had some damage to the center main cap. And the machine shop that I brought it to didn't want to make the repair, so I just recently brought it to when that happened, I originally thought, okay, well, the block is garbage, I'm not gonna be able to save it. So I brought it to another machine shop to let them look at it, see if they're willing to try to fix it. So it's there now, and they just haven't got back to me on whether or not they can do it. It's been there for about 2 weeks. So here's what happened to the other block. Here's the block that came out. You can see this huge crack across the back. Across the whole back of the block. It goes around the corner, around the water pump, over by the mount. It goes all the way around the other side. Cracks through there. I mean, pretty much halfway around the block there. And it cracked 2 cylinders as well. So I pulled one of the pistons out to send it over with the other blocks so I can get it machined if they can get the line bore correct. And then I have another block that I actually got from one of the subscribers, Tony. He sent me a block. He sent me a Z6 block that was machined, ready to go, and he sent me a set of pistons with it. He sent me this a good while ago now, and I was just going to build it as a spare. And then when this happened, I pulled it all out, and I was getting ready to used it. I machined it and got it O-ringed. I drilled it and tapped it for the bigger studs, and then I started looking at the piston kit that he sent me with me, and this is the piston. It's a nice little Wiseco, but the piston is for a D17, so the pin height is actually too high. So kind of like how Vitara is too high and it makes it sit too low in the bore, this is even lower than that by like 2 inch or 2 millimeter, so it's like really low. So actually what I'm going to end up doing with that piston, I think, is I'm going to build another D15 block. So I bought another D15 block. It's a D15B2, I believe, and I'm going to take the crank out of the D15B the one that I blew up that I was making 500. I'm going to take the crank out of that motor, put it into this motor, that way I can use the 1.6 rods. Then I'll use that piston from the D17 that has the wrong pin height, because when I put together that combination in that motor, remember I had the piston stick over the deck height. It was about 1.5 mil. So that D17 piston in there should put it basically right at deck height. It should be really close. So I'm going to use that forged piston in that other motor. I'm just going to put it together as a spare and have it sitting around. And then the D16 block that Tony sent me, I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do with that right now. Right now, I have it sitting. I could have put it together with a different set of pistons or something, but it's again another stock sleeve block, and it's a D16 block, which is a good block. They're getting hard to come by. So I'm trying to see what happens with this other A6 block. If they can't fix it, I may send that D16 block out to get sleeved, so that I have a sleeve motor, because I think at this point I need to just do a sleeve motor. I'm trying to make a good amount of power. I mean, this one that I just put together failed for unknown reasons, but whatever. We'll get it back together. Just want to give you guys an update. I mean, the car was running great with that motor. The little bit that I did drive it. Well, I said about 40 miles. It's probably more than that, because I drove it for about an hour one day, and then I don't know, I probably drove it for close to 2 hours total before that happened. But it felt great. It was very responsive, and I have a little bit of footage of me driving it, and it being very responsive, but I just never, after it broke, I just never got around to actually making the video, since, you know, it's basically a waste. So anyway, that's where it's at currently. I just got blocks just sitting around all over the place, and parts in the car, and everything's apart. So I'm just waiting to see what happens with this other block. If they can save it, great, and I'll get this thing back together quickly. If not, then I'm going to send the Z6 block out, I think, and have it sleeved, and then I'll probably do this other D15 block while I'm waiting for that to come through. So that's where we're at. I just throw a little clip in here of the other motor running, but just want to update you guys. It's been a long time since I've actually put together a video, so slap this together for you real quick, and hopefully we'll be back soon. I'll update you once I know, but I'll try to post some stuff on Instagram too, on at TurboKenny87. But we'll see. Hopefully they can fix that other block. It'd be nice to use that block that's already sleeved and for the most part ready to go. All right, talk to you later. Go for a drive and see what it feels like. A little bigger motor, more compression. Should be pretty good. I do need to torque the head still, so